Do you understand the difference between spousal Social Security benefits versus your surviving spouse Social Security benefits? Well, if not, we're going to break this down in our financial freedom video, so definitely stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, certified financial planner and president and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Welcome back to our channel. Well, Carson, understanding spousal versus surviving spouse Social Security benefits can be very tricky because they have similar rules, correct?
Yeah, see, it's even kind of tricky for you to say it, right?
Uh-huh.
They do have similar rules, Andrea, but they are definitely very different in how you receive them. So, we're going to talk about the differences between these two Social Security benefits in our financial freedom video today. But before we do that, there are always just two rules to retirement income that we like to give you. And what are those two rules?
Well, rule number one is to never run out of money, and rule number two is to never forget rule number one.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our lesson today and talk about the tricky differences between spousal versus surviving spouse Social Security benefits.
Now, Carson, people are always looking for ways to maximize their Social Security benefits, and you feel that understanding the spousal rights are probably the biggest component of making that happen, right?
That is absolutely correct because when you can understand the spousal benefits, you can really get to the point of being able to maximize the benefits of the entire household. So we're going to jump into our teaching screens, Andrea, to break this down more clearly so you can understand exactly the differences between your spousal benefits and your surviving spousal benefits as well. So let's go ahead and first start talking about how your spousal Social Security benefits will work. Benefits are available to the spouse of someone who is either receiving Social Security benefits or who is eligible to receive them. Now, when it comes to spousal Social Security benefits, here's how it's going to work. In order for you to be eligible for spousal Social Security benefits, you must be married to someone, as I mentioned, who is receiving those benefits or who is eligible for them. Now, please understand that if you are married, that spouse must be receiving those benefits in order for you then to file for spousal benefits. They can't be delayed. So if they have not started those benefits, although you are eligible for them, you won't be able to file off their record until they file for their own benefits. Now, with that being said, if you're going to be eligible for those spousal benefits, your marriage with that person would have had to be at least for 1 year. So you have to be married for at least 1 year to receive spousal Social Security benefits. Now, the amount that you could receive is up to 50% of your spouse's full retirement benefit if you start claiming those benefits at your full retirement age. I will repeat that. If you start claiming those benefits at your full retirement age. The reason why I wanted to emphasize that is that if you claim those benefits before your full retirement age, your benefits will be reduced. So I want to provide an example of this. Let's just say your spouse's primary insurance amount at their full retirement age, your spouse, is $2,000 per month. As a spouse, you are eligible for 50% of this amount, which would be $1,000 per month at your full retirement age. But if you decided to file for those benefits at age 62, instead of receiving $1,000 per month, you will only get $650 per month, which is a 35% permanent reduction in your spousal benefit. Now, if you are a divorced spouse, there's good news for you as well because you are also eligible for spousal benefits if you were married to that person for at least 10 years or longer. Now, of course, you do have some requirements of your own. You do have to still be single, and you and your spouse must be at least age 62 unless you are caring for a child of that spouse who is under the age of 16. But unlike a spouse, As an ex-spouse, you do not have to wait until that spouse files for their benefits, as long as that divorce has been 2 years or longer. So even if that ex-spouse have not filed, if the divorce has been over 2 years, you can go ahead and file for your ex-spousal benefits. It is also to be noted that your benefits as an ex-spouse works exactly like a spousal benefit, as you will be eligible to qualify for up to 50% of that ex-spouse's primary insurance amount at your full retirement age as well. I do want to have a special note that if you qualify for your own benefits and those benefits are higher than your spousal or ex-spousal benefits, the Social Security Administration will only give you the higher of those amounts. Now let's talk about your surviving spouse Social Security benefits. They work a little bit differently than your spousal Social Security benefits. Now, when it comes to your surviving spousal benefits, understand those benefits are for individuals who have lost their spouse or your ex-spouse as well. So here's how your surviving spousal benefits work. You must be the surviving spouse or ex-spouse of someone who was receiving Social Security benefits or who was eligible to receive those benefits. Now, as a surviving spouse, your marriage to this person would have to have been at least 9 months. As an ex-spouse, just like before, you would have had to have been married for at least 10 years to qualify for your ex surviving spousal benefits. But I do want to point out, for a surviving spouse benefit, you don't have to be married for a year, it's only 9 months. But as an ex-spouse, the same amount of years are required for you to be eligible for an ex surviving spousal benefit. It is also important for anyone that falls into this particular situation, if you are a surviving spouse, if you remarry before the age of 60, those survivor benefits will not be allowed unless that marriage ends. So you would have to literally get divorced and become single again before you're eligible to receive your surviving spousal benefits. Now, if you remarry after the age of 60, then all bets are off. You're going to be eligible for those benefits. But if you remarry before then, you will not be allowed to receive those benefits unless that marriage ends in death or divorce. Now, here, if you are a surviving spouse, you can receive up to 100% of your deceased spouse benefits if you start claiming those benefits at your full retirement age. Here again, at your full retirement age. Now, if you claim early, those benefits are going to be permanently reduced. Now, as a surviving spouse, you can start receiving those reduced benefits as early as the age of 60 or the age of 50 if you are disabled. Now, if you look at a spousal benefit, you can't start those benefits that early. You can only start those benefits at the age of 62. But for a surviving spouse benefit, you can start that benefit as early as the age of 60. Now, you will only receive about 71.5% of that benefit. Now, I do want to provide an example of how your surviving spousal benefits will look. So let's just say you were married to someone who was receiving a benefit of $2,000 per month. Now, as a spouse, while they were alive, you qualify for 50% of that benefit at your full retirement age of $1,000 per month. And let's just say that you smartly waited to your full retirement age and you were receiving that $1,000 per month. Now, when your spouse passed away, you will step up into that $2,000 per month benefit that they were receiving, and you would lose that $1,000 per month that you were currently receiving. So just keep that in mind. You will lose your benefit that you were receiving, but you will step up into the higher amount that your deceased spouse was receiving. So, in summary, when it comes to your spousal benefits, it's available while both spouses are alive, and you will be eligible for up to 50% of the working spouse's benefit, and it requires you to have been married for 1 year. Now, when it comes to a surviving spouse benefit, keep in mind this is only available after the death of a spouse, and you'll be able to receive 100% of that deceased spouse benefit, and it requires you to have been married to that spouse for 9 months, not 1 year, but 9 months.
Well, Carson, this information was extremely helpful. So, what's the moral of this video?
The moral of this video is that getting a clear understanding of your spousal and your surviving spousal benefits will help you to make a more informed decision and equip you to maximize your Social Security benefits more fully. And as always, when it comes to this particular subject matter, it is going to be prudent for you to reach out to a certified financial advisor who's knowledgeable in this particular area and can help you make the most sense out of your particular situation.
After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
We have answers. Please note that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.